Hi, I'm Ann Cheever with A Fresh Entertainment Magazine, and I'm interviewing OTEP. How's the tour going for you so far?
It's been fantastic. Lots of crazy crowds, great bands we're on tour with, and we're enjoying playing new songs from the new record.
Now, if somebody had never heard your music before, how would you describe it for American public today, or the public in general, all around the world?
I guess from a clinical standpoint, I guess you could call us a fusion band. We're primarily a conglomerate of many different styles of music that includes metal, punk, grunge, a little hip-hop, a little spoken word, a little poetry, a little rock and roll. I come from a background of literary ideas where books meant more to me than music did. I just tried to bring that philosophy into music. Bands like Rage Against the Machine, bands like Nirvana, The Doors, Beastie Boys. I mean, those cats, the Beatles, John Lennon, those guys. I learned what the possibilities of what music could do, and all the things that it could represent, and how it could affect people. My band comes from a variety of backgrounds, and including metal and jazz and all sorts of fusion. But if you wanted something clever, I guess you'd call us an art-core band. Our music tends to be slightly on the aggressive side, just like the surrealists of painting and literature. We believe in embracing the void, seeing a hole, knowing how to fill it, and then and finding joy from doing that.
Now, you're a remarkable woman, and you're involved in many, many things. How did you get started in music?
It was sort of a lark, I guess. I had found little gratification out of all the other artistic things that I was doing, which included illustrations, drawing, sadistic scribbling, that sort of thing, into poetry and short stories. And I went to an Ozfest one summer and saw a really horrible band on stage, and they were saying terrible things to their fans and to the women in the audience. And I just thought, oh, I can do that. I can be terrible. Why not give it a shot? So I put a band together, and a few months later we did 4 shows, and we got signed from the power of our live shows. Purely no demo, just another local band in Los Angeles trying to make it, and we got signed to our first label, which was Capitol Records, which was a pretty big deal at the time.
Great. And so some of the music you have out there now, you said people can find it through MySpace and different things.
Oh, sure. We're all over the net.
What is your main website where people can find your stuff?
MySpace.com/OTEP would probably be the best hub to locate anything and all things OTEP.
Now, with all the people that get on the internet and see all the different exposure there is with music and everything, what kind of advice would you have for people, whether musically inclined or just in general?
What advice for? What's the goal?
Some positive advice for
to
especially
make it
the young people. Yeah.
Well, I think if you want to be an artist, then you need to. That should be your passion. That should be your goal. You should sink your teeth into it and never let it go. The goal shouldn't be celebrity. It shouldn't be money. It shouldn't be women, drugs, booze, whatever. It should be being the best artist you can be. It's about polishing your craft. It's about reaching those things that we all as the human species are after, whether you want it to be a spiritual thing or just a oneness within you. Or maybe perhaps religion seems to have failed us, our political leaders seem to have failed us. A lot of that might have to do with us as well, being such an apathetic population. But as an artist, our job is to seek self-expression and to study as much as we can, and refine those gifts that we have. So if you're a writer, read more than you write. That the sin of a writer is to write more than they read. So you read more than you write. If you're a guitar player, listen, practice, run your scales. And if you are inclined to a certain type of music, perhaps listen to a different genre. Bring in those elements of flamenco or Spanish or blues even into whatever type of music that you like. I think that's how music grows. That's how art grows. Different influences. The English language is an amalgamation of everywhere. Europe, Spanish. The indigenous nations here in this country that was just sort of brought into our matrix. Lakes and places and things that we assume is part of English, but it's not. But French, German, all these things become part of our language. It's just part of who we are as Americans as well. So reach out, seek out, be an amoeba, and feed on everything that you can.
That sounds great.
And believe in yourself. That's good.
Do you do most of the writing then for your music?
I do a lot. I do all of the lyric writing, indeed. I do a lot of composition. I'm not a good enough player musically to actually play music, but I can compose it. My esteemed colleague, Evil J. McGuire, who's the bass player, but he also writes a lot of the guitar parts, most of the guitar parts actually, all the bass, and because he's a part of the rhythm section, he has a heavy influence on the percussion as well. So together, he and I conspire and are the true backbone of the OTEP collective.
Great. And you have CDs available right now?
Oh yeah, we have 4 albums actually. Our new one just came out in August. It's called Smash Control Machine. It's on iTunes and Amazon, and it should be in your local stores.
And is that what most of the music tonight will be focused on?
Most of the songs we're going to play tonight are from the new record, and this is the first tour we've ever really focused on new material, and it's really exciting for us to be able to play new songs.
Great. We can't wait to hear you, and thank you so much for the interview.
Thank you very much.
All right, I appreciate it.